Hey y'all. Good evening. Good evening. Well, what that on my forehead? Good evening. Look, I got on my yellow. I could be pollen, you know. I could represent pollen. Yeah. You know, when I was at the game, I've never been to a basketball game with Alabama against Alabama State. The fans, they would say, yeah, State. I said, okay, Big Bama. I'm pollen, you know. I'm representing pollen. Congratulations. See, this is how let's set the tone. Let's set the tone, okay? This is how the I Love handles things. Congratulations to Alabama State Hornets on their first 4 win. Go Hornets, okay? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I did turn the game off at the halftime because I didn't like the way the refs were calling the game. See, the refs can call games unfairly. Man, if you even touch a player, if you didn't touch a player, they was doing illegal screens. They were just doing it all. And see, this is the thing. I sometimes, if you ever watched these types of games, once you get to the higher levels, like the Power 5 level, or just a production of this quality, you're not going to necessarily see the mistakes when it comes to refs keeping it at the line. So Alabama State was, I want to say, favored by 3.5, 4 points. Usually they try to keep it somewhere along those lines. They keep it around the line, you know. And I think that Alabama State shocked the world because at that point, at that point, boy, shocked them. They couldn't even call nothing. Y'all couldn't call a foul or nothing. Just go ahead and give it to us. Let it in right there. Because I'm pretty, you know, I, that was an amazing ending, right? And I put Braxton to bed on time tonight. On time tonight. So that's why I was able to come on here today. Because I put him to bed on time. So congratulations. Now, I want to look at the stats, okay? I want to look at the stats. Because I feel like, honestly, Alabama State defensively was getting St. Francis to get those turnovers, especially in the half. But they was playing Alabama State with these damn fouls in the first half. Looked like they got it together in the second half, but the first half, oh my God, it was terrible. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not finna watch this damn game. Y'all not gonna keep calling a foul because you think he touched his pinky finger. Like, we're not doing that. So let me pull these up. Folks probably lost a lot of money. Because they probably took St. Francis. Well, actually, St. Francis covered. Now that I think about it, St. Francis covered. Let me see. Let's get these stats. So St. Francis is middle of the pack for their particular conference. Chicago State is in that particular conference. Anybody know about Chicago State? Let me see you put an emoji, like a basketball emoji, in the chat if you know anything about Chicago State. I don't have nothing in my eye. I'm trying to wink. Anyway, I'm being messy. Chicago State is a predominantly Black institution. Okay, so some of y'all do. All right, so we play. The Alabama State Hornets play Auburn next. Let's look at Alabama State. Here's the stats. This is what I wanted to look at. Much better with field goal percentage. It could be better, but it was better than Saturday. They shot 42.9%. St. Francis was shooting 50%. 3-point percentage, 31% for Alabama State. But guess what? They were shooting them threes when it mattered. St. Francis, 45.5%. Alabama State only got 4. Can you imagine how hard you have to fight to only get 4 chances to go to the free throw line? And they only made 1. They only made 1. They only got what? 2 shooting fouls called? 2 shooting fouls? Versus St. Francis, who had 10 of 14. You know how hard you have to fight? And on top of that, they wasn't knocking them down. So for Auburn, of course, you're going to have to get your free throws. Folks are saying St. Francis is trash and they're not impressed with Bama State. I mean, St. Francis is trash, and they had the refs. It took all the might in the world. So, I mean, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not watching this. I'm not. Now, one thing that I will say that wanted Alabama State to do um, was rebound more. It says Alabama State had 12 offensive rebounds and 23 defensive rebounds, but the first half, there was a lot of times where they were shooting threes and they didn't have nobody under the basket. Alabama State had 9 steals versus St. Francis's 3, 1 block versus 6. See, this is when the height is going to get into play when we get to some of these other schools. They did keep their turnovers down. They had 6 total turnovers versus St. Francis having 15 and was able to convert 26 points off of those 15 turnovers, 9 fast break points. They were getting some points in the paint. That must have been the second half, because in the first half they were getting ready to live and die by the 3, which they were hitting them at first, but at some point you got to go to the basket. They didn't have no technical or flagrant fouls, so that's good. Kept it copacetic because it was getting chippy. It was getting chippy. Knox had 16 points, 8 of 15 from the field goal range. So what are they going to have to do to be competitive versus just even going to have to up his points? CJ Hines, DJ Matt, Amar Knox, like the starter's going to have to come through, and then the bench player's going to have to come through. 15 turnovers not going to get it. They didn't have 15 turnovers. They only had, I want to say they only had 9. 15 turnovers was St. Francis. They held their total turn. Oh no, they had 6. Alabama State only had 6 turnovers. So once again, congratulations. Oh, a lot of people are saying they're not impressed. I'm impressed with that check they're about to bring to the conference. I mean, it was an exciting game. Oh, checkout is at 11. I got my late checkout. FYI. I went straight to the desk and said, excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, a win for the SWAC is a win for us all. So until you guys get beat to sleep, and then it's, we're gonna talk some shit. But that's just how it is. It's like one on the home front. I was over there screaming like, when they got the ball, do them like you did us. You better shoot that 3-pointer. Now look. See, this is the thing with you Alabama State folks, or the other folks who didn't even make it out the first round, who got so much to say, who might allegedly might not even have a basketball coach coming up. Allegedly, there's some coaching changes that's getting ready to sweep on through, honey. Yeah. Depending on how you act, wow. Yeah, okay, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's 70 folks up in here. I dead ass need 20 allegedly right now before we even start the show. Not even playing. Because I don't want nobody up in here. We need 20 allegedly. And where is Mr. Ford? Mr. Ford be like, I was listening. We don't need you to listen. Somebody get Mr. Ford on the line. Get Mr. Ford on the line. I need to know the street committee tea. I need to know the street committee tea. Let me be professional. Breaking news out of the MEAC. Morgan State's Coach Ed Davis has announced his retirement. I'm going to start there. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Katie. Hey, I seen about 8. Okay, 9. 9. Yeah, y'all got about 11 more to go. I promise you, I ain't even. You over here talking about some what? That ain't even half of it. That ain't even half. Tea. I got some tea. I'm gonna be dropping. Hopefully, Mr. Ford get on here so he can say it instead of me. I ain't finna say that. I'm not gonna say the name. Gotcha. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm gonna let the people announce it. But we can be on here being messy, trying to figure out who it is. We can play a game. Here, we're gonna start right here.
It made it big time, Willie. 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 He gone, Willie.
The same thing that'll make you laugh or make you cry. All right. So I'm going to do this one first because this one has actually been announced. So thank you, Coach Davis. Morgan State's Davis announces retirement after a legendary career. As the final horn sounded in Morgan State's MEAC tournament, quarterfinal loss to Maryland Eastern Shore last Thursday afternoon at the Norfolk Scope Arena, it marked the end to the Lady Bears' 2024-2005 season, as well as the tenure of head coach Ed Davis Jr. Coach Davis announced his retirement following the Lady Bears' 74-67 loss to UMass, marking the end to his legendary 33-year coaching career on the collegiate level. Davis, who concluded his coaching career with 469 victories, spent the last 13 years at Morgan State, serving as an assistant coach for his first 5 seasons before taking over as head coach of the Lady Bears for the past 9 seasons. On behalf of Morgan State University, we would like to thank Coach Ed Davis for his incredible service to the national treasure on and off the court. He's a teacher of the game and has made every player he coached better. Coach is a leader amongst coaches and poured his heart into Morgan State. This is Morgan State VP and Director of Athletics, Dina Freeman Patton. I've been in the MEAC since 2000. I've had great teams at Delaware State, had some great teams here and in the CIAA, excuse me. I have some great teams at Bowie State. My career has been blessed, says Davis during his final MEAC tournament post-game press conference. I'm not going to lie. This is probably the only HBCU I have not won a tournament championship at. All the others I have. I'm going to miss not winning it for them. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and copy and paste that so you guys can read the rest of it. Who said it? Ed, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Now, why would you even say something like that? All right. So, it's the end of the basketball season, as we all know. As things develop, you're going to see coaches moving around. They're going to either be leaving, resigning, or getting hired in different places. I'm going to go ahead and announce this other one because we're talking about coaching changes here. And these I don't have to put allegedly on because these press releases are done directly by the school. So this is Coach Sandy Pugh. She had 7 seasons at Prairie View A&M. Her record was 80 to 115, a career record of 297 to 338. She coached for 25 years. Coach Sandy Pugh will not return to the Prairie View A&M women's basketball team. Pugh has led the Panthers since May of 2018. As I step into this next chapter of my life, I'm filled with gratitude for the incredible journey at Prairie View A&M, coaching for over 30 years, the last 7 as head coach. As Prairie View's women's basketball team has been an honor. Through victories and challenges, the resilience and dedication of this community has shaped me in. I will forever cherish. To my staff, fellow coaches, and athletes I've had the privilege to lead, thank you for the camaraderie and unwavering support. The memories we've built will always remain with me. Prairie View Athletic Director Anton Goff expressed gratitude for Coach Pugh's leadership and dedication to the program, stating Coach Pugh's commitment to helping our student athletes succeed both personally and academically is admirable. Coach emphasized that the university's focus moving forward is to find a head coach with a vision and leadership to elevate the women's basketball program standing within the SWAC and on a national platform. A national search for the next head women's basketball search will begin immediately. I don't think they meant to put search there twice. But yeah. So that's another one that, Now the other ones that have been brewing and brewing and stirred and stewing and, y'all. Okay. I need about 5 more allegedlys, please. So the importance of continuity at the head coaching position, especially in these times where there's NIL, the transfer portal, it's very important to stabilize your program. And, stabilizing your program happens by having a head coach there. But as a head coach, you have a responsibility. And that responsibility is to win. And if you ain't winning, or if you are winning, folks might be taking a look at you. It's not just power 5s and power 4s that come and get other basketball coaches. Sometimes they might be right around the corner. Sometimes they might be in the same conference, in a different conference, but a HBCU. Maybe not even a HBCU. Maybe a PBI. Who knows? Who's to say? Allegedly. All right. So how I'm going to do this is I'm just going to go over the SWAC final standings for basketball, right? That's how we can go about this, Who's in the hunt for a basketball coach? Who's in the hunt? Who looking? Because the folks been chattering. Damn. Damn, I didn't know it was that bad. Mm, 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 mm. How you already know? Who you know? Should I do a poll? I'm gonna do a poll. Let's do it like that. That's funner. That's fun to do a poll. Y'all drop some schools in the chat that I should do a poll on, that they're gonna be some head coaching changes. Drop some in the chat, please. Let's do it like that. Wait a minute. What? North Carolina Central, Prairie View. I need 2 more schools, y'all, where y'all think that there might be some coaching changes coming up. It could be SWAC, it could be MEAC, it could be CAA, it could be OVC, it could be it's drop a couple more. Uh-oh. Goodness gracious. Dang. Y'all over here being messy. Y'all naming everybody. So I'm gonna have to put, you know what? I'm gonna do it like that. I need a couple more. I need 2 more. Y'all go ahead. Oh God. I need 2 more, y'all. Keep Wit, you see me cackling, right? Okay. Give me 2 more that I can put in this poll. It's gonna be either or. And you don't have to put men or women's, right? Because 2 more, y'all. 2 more. Oh, how about the reservation? That's a good one. Let's put that one in there. Mm. All right, 1 more, y'all. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm gonna start a poll. So this particular poll, it's just a poll. No right or wrong answers. No right or wrong answers. So in the chat, I compiled from what you guys said in the chat. So we have North Carolina Central and or Alcorn State. We have Prairie View or It could be or, and it could be and. Grambling, FAMU, and or Bama State. And in Bama State, I guess they highlighted the women's basketball. Prairie View, we already have the women's side. Somebody else highlighted the men's side as well. Alabama A&M, and that's the men's side, and or Chicago State. Well, Ladarius, you over here inviting everybody. Hi. Hey, Ava. Ladarius done invited his whole family and then got mad when they started dropping tea in the comments. Look at Jay White. Can we have a conversation about the rise and fall of Jay White and all of his takes from football to basketball? I love Jay White. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. But Jay White, but Alabama A&M will be competing in the WNIT. Let me pull that stuff up. Let me pull up these postseason fields. And you know what I would just like to say is that, you know, it's so great to be able to see our women's HBCU women's basketball, men of course too, but women are able to make some headway in these postseason games. And the reason why that is because WNIT works a little bit differently than the NIT. The NIT, they switched up their whole formula, whereas the WNIT, they kept it the same as far as how the invite goes. And they have the WBIT as well. That's, I want to say that is owned by the NCAA. So for on the women's side, you have the NCAA, the WBIT, and the WNIT. Those are the three tournaments that you have that are like the biggest tournaments, you know, in the nation. And then on the men's side, you have the NCAA, the CBI, the NIT. But the CBI and the NIT, they've changed their formulas. So it's actually really, really hard for HBCU men's team to get a chance to go to those types of tournaments. Hey, Simply Beautiful. So congratulations. So it'll be more than just Alabama State that HBCU alums, students, staff will be rooting. We'll be rooting for several different teams. So we have Howard University, and Howard actually was an automatic qualifier in the MEAC. They finished with a 21 wins to 11 loss record. And they get to host their game. So they did a bid and they are hosting. Jay White, ain't nobody misconstrue nothing. You was wrong, you wrong, you wrong. Texas Southern also in the SWAC, they had a 16 win, 15 loss season. Texas Southern is actually going to host their game as well. So you have two HBCUs that are hosting their game. Then we have Alabama A&M, 21 wins, 10 losses, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. They're at large. So the only thing that I could say as to why Alabama A&M was not able to get home court advantage is because they were at large bid. Because Alabama A&M, I made a tweet online. I like, oh man, I wish Alabama A&M would have submitted a bid for the women's tournament. And Coach Dawn Thornton actually responded underneath it, and she said, we did. They have a much higher win margin than the team that they're going against. So I was hoping, I was like, what? Wait a minute. What you mean they not getting home court advantage? The other team only won, I want to say 16 games. So St. Mary's will be at Texas Southern tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Alabama A&M will face Chattanooga. Chattanooga's currently 16-14. That'll be on Saturday. And let me see where Howard is. Where's Howard? Howard will be playing on Friday at 7 p.m. So you really actually are able to space out and watch everybody, right? So you have Texas Southern on Thursday, Howard on Friday, Alabama A&M on Saturday. I thought Coppin State was playing too. Coppin State will be at Colgate at 5 p.m. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 HBCUs on the ladies' side. And then we also have North Carolina A&T. Let me pull up North Carolina. I want to say they're in the WBIT tournament. I wonder, did they get home court advantage? Because that thing be that was the only HBCU to make it in the WBIT. Aaron, you said that on Sunday. I said congratulations. Is it not working? Sorry. Am I over there skipping? All right. Now, there was supposed to be a additional tournament for D1 basketball. The Black College Invitational Championship. We were talking about it, I want to say the latter part of last week, Sunday. So the poll is about coaching changes. Sorry. Which you vote on which invitational championship was supposed to take place in Charlotte. It was supposed to have 16 Division 1 and Division 2 teams, so I guess 8 and 8. Mm-hmm. 8 and 8. It beats me. I don't know how that was going to work. Okay. But what I do know is, you know, I thought they were coming to Charlotte. So the thing with, basically they canceled the Division 1 teams coming. I'm not sure how they went about choosing who gets to go, but of course, there's a couple of things. So the idea of having a Black College Invitational Championship during March Madness, everybody wants to obviously go to the NCAA, right, tournament. Then, if you don't make the NCAA tournament, obviously you want to go to the WNIT or the NIT on the men's side. Then, if you don't get invited to the WNIT, you want to get invited to the WBIT or the CBI, right? So there's like an hierarchy of what type of invitations you would like to go to, right? There's a certain level of what type of tournament you would like to go to. Just me personally, the excuse that was given was that the women's side wasn't going to be quality. And I'm like, if this invitational is going to work, you're never going to have first or second place teams, maybe not even third on the women's side as of now, because of how the tournaments are set up, the way that they're seeding, the WNIT, the WBIT, and the NCAA. You're automatically going to have automatic qualifiers for both the WNIT and for the NCAA. You're always going to be going after third and fourth place basketball teams. That's just how it is. Those teams aren't going to take your invite instead. They're going to obviously go to the NCAA, the WNIT, or the WBIT. But I thought that there were some decent teams that deserved a shot at going to compete postseason. And, at the end of the day, we really don't know whether or not they even accepted or didn't accept, right? You don't know who accepted and who didn't. The only one that we saw for sure was Grambling. That was the only one that I saw that was a D1. If we look at I'm going to just pull up the women's, I'm going to just pull it up. Because me personally, I felt like, oh, okay, they could definitely have had, it is kind of like a MEAC SWAC challenge, right? In terms of basketball. For me, we don't know if these particular, they could have not accepted, right? So South Carolina State was 20-13. I don't know about you, but a South Carolina State men's team versus Southern, folks is going to go see that, right? Southern ended up losing to Grambling in the SWAC tournament, but they didn't get any postseason accolades. I'm damn sure going to go see Southern and South Carolina State rock it out. South Carolina State finished 20-13. Southern finished 20-12. That is a matchup that I would want to see, right? No? And then on the women's side, quality basketball. Are we serious here or are we joking? I don't know. I feel like we, and you know what? Sometimes that can be like, I don't know if that's bias that you have because of the conference that you're in, or I mean, Texas Southern was an automatic qualifier for the WNIT, and they had less overall wins than Alabama A&M. Alabama A&M was an at-large bid for the WNIT. And they were 16 and 15. So a Jackson State or a Grambling, which they did have post Grambling up there, Grambling State. And let me go ahead and look at the MEAC and see what they got going on. $14 and $17 ain't that much different than $16-15. It's not that much difference. Because Coppin, Howard, and Norfolk, they all got bids. So you're always going to look at the fourth place. No. So, at the end of the day, we don't know whether or not these particular basketball teams were actually offered, and we don't know whether or not they accepted. There were some tweets that went out that made it seem like Alabama A&M the women's team could have possibly been interested in it, but once they got the invite to the WNIT, of course they're going to pull out. So, in terms of like the particular tournament, it's going to be the CIAA. So there's only going to be the CIAA that will be participating, which of course their basketball is over, so everybody is already chosen or whatnot. Some folks was asking for, I'm pollen, Miss Shanetta. I'm pollen. It's allergy season. It's allergy season. All right. So my thoughts on that is basically, hopefully the Black College Invitational can maybe come back next year or do something a little different in terms of the timetable. Is the timetable for these tournaments is you got to be quick with it. I want to say the NIT offered a team and said, hey, you're in. And then then the coach said, hey, we're going to the NIT. And then they called the coach back and was like, oh, sorry about that. You guys are not in. Because that's literally how it works. Like, especially the secondary and tournaments, you literally are offering teams and they're going to accept or they're going to decline. There was a couple of SEC teams that were invited to the NIT and they declined. Like, ew, what is that? We would never. And they had to find quick replacements. So that's how it goes. And I do think that is a great way to showcase just an end of the season type of tournament. Hopefully, this is not Southern yellow. This is the same color as pollen. Talking about Southern yellow. I was rooting for the Hornets. That's what I was doing. I was representing the Hornets. SEC only had two teams left. Well, they just said, "Oh hell no, you guys couldn't find us a spot in the NCAA tournament. We are not participating." I don't have no Columbia blue. I ain't dressing like Sutton. Oh, they said, "Did I dress like a wasp? Do I look like a wasp?" No, I'm pollen, y'all. Pollen. I'm not a honeybee, but I'm the pollen. Okay? It's all yellow. Anyway. So let me look at this poll that y'all got going on. All right. Y'all are not voting. There's like 100 people in the chat. Go ahead and vote. Do you think that there will be head coaching changes? FAMU and Bama State, Alabama A&M men's team, or Chicago State's men's team? Prairie View, we already know Prairie View women's team, but will the men's team have changes? Will the Gremlins men's team have changes? Giving very much a B movie, giving very much pollen. North Carolina Central, or could Alcorn see some shifts going? Y'all vote so we can talk about it. I don't know where Mr. Ford is, but he's gonna quit asking me where I'm at or when I'm coming back on. Okay, you, Mr. Ford, I'm putting out I needed to know the street committee tea. Why you had to be messy, Lord? What happened now, y'all? What done happen, y'all? Oh God, please help me, please. Why would you even say this out loud? Y'all messy. Prairie View men will only change if Smith resigns. He has one more year on his contract and they're not about to pay that off. Well, so we can exit Prairie View off of there. Damn. All right. There's several folks that basketball season ain't been going how they felt it should be. And for that,
how you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to tell this business. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused out here today. God ain't pleased with this. You can't do the saints like this. Boy, I don't even know what I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm doing a refund. Cause I'm doing one to me.
how you gonna fix it? Oh God. Right. Hell yeah, we rooting for y'all. Do we get some of Banana State's money? Don't they send it to the SWAC office first for dispersal? Y'all go ahead and win again. Y'all getting what? $4 million? Go ahead and get that money. Go ahead and beat Auburn. Oh, let me go ahead and pull this up. All right, y'all. So allegedly, I was hoping that the announcement would be made tonight, but it's not, right? They have not made the announcement. Allegedly, there's going to be a big, huge coaching change in the SWAC. Where am I? Go on, Banana State. Go ahead and get us some of that money. I think they get $4 million. Oh, I want to say they get $2 million for the playing game, but I want to say they get another 2 for Auburn. Maybe, I don't know. I'm counting 2. They getting 2. They got their $2 million. Get somebody else to do it. Yep, we getting $4 million. Okay, go get us some of that money. Go be a mistake. Go get some of that money. All right. Let's see. Why are y'all saying that Prairie View is Prairie View down that bad? Let me see how many games they won this year. Here's the thing. One of the biggest things is everybody gets to go to Atlanta next year. Even if you only won 1 game, you get to go. Prairie View was 4-14 in the conference. Damn, y'all won 5 games. Yeah, that is kind of bad, y'all. Y'all won 5 games. Oh, we talking about their football team. Who football team? So there's going to be a huge change in the SWAC. I'm waiting for the official announcement, but I can confirm that there will be some heckling. There will be some shit talking. And hey.
Yeah, man, hey, write a check your ass in cash, man. That's all I can say.
I got something to say. I got something to say. I got something to say.
He made it big time, Willie. 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 He gone, Willie.
Allegedly. Wait, y'all, I said allegedly at the beginning of the show. Allegedly. I was hoping that they would drop it today, but they haven't. I'm going to allow that school to make that announcement, or those schools to make that those announcements. Hell no, we ain't involved. It ain't got nothing to do with us other than we're in the SWAC. It don't got nothing to do with us other than we're in the SWAC. So is it our business? Well, in the grand scheme of things, it is our business, right? Because then we can ready to play. I need to talk about this Sharpie. Hang on, let me play this. Let me play this video. And then, dang, this is my favorite. Okay, but This is why you never, and you know what? I'm not even necessarily laughing. It happens. Coaches leave, coaches come, coaches go. But when you take delight in other folks, it's not necessarily me taking in delight, more so as it is saying, you know, the same thing that'll make you laugh will make you cry, right? Make sure it's showing. This is my favorite song, y'all. Words to live by, okay?
Care of other folks' business. And they can't even take care of their own. But what you need to do is take 6 months to mind your own business. And 6 months to leave other folks' business alone. All I'm trying to say is, sweep around your front door. Before you try to sweep around mine. Sweep around your front door. Before you try to sweep around mine. Now this is what you do. You smile in your neighbor's face. And you talk about them behind their backs. Y'all know you do this. But if you found out they were doing the same thing to you, you know you wouldn't like that. Well, tell me this. Who are we to judge what other people do? Take a look at yourself. You're about to fall to sweep around your door. Will you try to sweep around mine? Well. You need to sweep around your.
I love that song. I just love that song. I grew up on the Williams brother, you know, Canton spirituals. I grew up on all those different things. Lord have mercy. It's gonna be some folks. Boy. You're gonna have to ask them. Are you okay? You doing all right?
Somebody asking me, am I okay? Bro, I'm good, bro.
I'm good.
Hey, I'm good. I promise I'm good.
I'm good. Like, you know, we lost. The team, the better team that day won. I'm rooting for Alabama State. Not a pressure wash. Clark sisters, Dottie Peoples. Man, what? I grew up on all of that. He's an on time God. Oh, yes, he is. Whoa, on time God. Oh, yes, he is. Mm, mm, mm. He may not come when you want, but he'll be there right on time. All right. So let me pull up this alleged stuff. Now, look, sometimes folks will just say anything on here, and half the time it don't be right. But I didn't say it. I'm just reporting on what the folks said. All right. This is HBCU Premier Sport. Y'all put allegedly in the chat. Y'all, did y'all put allegedly in the chat? Allegedly. Allegedly. So, I mean, hey, you know, they really do post a lot of wild stuff. They do. They post some stuff and it's kind of like, are you sure? Where did you get this from? That doesn't stop folks from talking about it, allegedly. You know. Allegedly, FAMU's head basketball coach, Coach Patrick Crary, did not, in fact, sign his extension. Alleged, y'all, alleged. And I'm not behind HBCU Premier Sports. I'm just reporting on what was said. It's kind of like somebody says something and then, this is alleged that he did not sign his extension. But like, this is the thing about a lot of these things. You can really figure out whether or not they did or not just because they have the sunshine law. So you could actually find that out, is whether or not he really did sign it or not. I will say this. Let me see. It's on here. Some of it's on here. So we're just going to have to see on whether or not it is signed, it's not signed. We're just going to have to see, right? All of that stuff has to come to the forefront, which a lot of this stuff can be literally, you can verify it. I just don't be up in them folks' business like that, but I did see it. So of course I'm going to report on it because we're talking about basketball. And so since we're talking about basketball, I could pull up his thing, but doesn't mean that it's been signed. It was brought forth by the board of trustees. It's basically was a contract to, extend it all the way through 2027. So basically they were just giving him the other 2 years. So we'll just, we'll have to see. Oh, Lord. Y'all are terrible. He signed with invisible ink. I am done. So we shall see in the next coming days. Oh, Lord have mercy. Right. Did you see how FAMU was coming? Mind you, Coach Crary started late, didn't have all of his ducks in a row, didn't have access to all of his coaching staff. He was basically there as a friend of the family, working there for a couple of months. Just, because they had to wait till the new budget started. And for him he was getting it leaps and bounds, right? Oh, and this is all alleged, right? Yeah. So I didn't say it. So we'll find out in the next couple of days on whether or not he actually signed it. But, I can't really comment on the sources that I have. But outside of HBCU sports saying it, I have had a pretty decent source confirm that he did not sign that extension. Allegedly. Yeah. So we shall see. Boy, isn't it? Oh, let's go ahead and y'all leave OBG alone. She's about to move VSU to the MEAC. Is this serious? She might do that. Virginia State to the MEAC. Okay. All right. Oops. I done made this thing go out. All right, there it's back. All right. You guys want to know about who the next coach is? Coach. Y'all drop who you think the next head coach is that might be leaving. The next head coach. The next head coach that's going somewhere. So that was something that was posted. I just reported on it. Let's get to this. This is what I want to get to. Because in what world we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this, and we need to talk about it right now. So HBCU Sports came out recently. They were doing some type of podcast about the SWAC tournament, and they, for some odd reason, decided to say that Jackson State doesn't have sportsmanship because the young men did not sit down for the post conference for that conference. Usually the coaches and the student athletes meet with the media towards the conclusion of the game. And for some odd reason, Kim Rashad said that it's bad sportsmanship. Something has to be done. We don't care that you're Jackson State. Something needs to be done. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on, y'all. Wait, I can't get no understanding. Y'all, I couldn't get no understanding at all. I cannot understand why he would say that. And what I don't understand. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think I just got hit by the marker that the Grambling head coach threw. Oh, it hit me in my face, y'all. It hit me in my face. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's over here raining pins and shit. Oh my God. Y'all, somebody get me some ice. Somebody get me some ice. Dang, how many about to be thrown around? What? I'm over here trying to watch. I'm trying to watch the damn game. Shit. I'm over here trying to watch the game and cheer for the SWAC. And y'all over here throwing markers and shit. And this ain't even gonna come out. Dang. It finally landed right on the middle of my forehead. Over here throwing stuff. I wasn't even ready for it. Talking about some sportsmanship. Excuse me? Over here raining markers. And you over here talking about sportsmanship. Stop, please. And thank you. Nobody cares that you're Jackson State. Everybody cares that we're Jackson State, for one. For two, Mr. Rashad, please stop it. Talk about we're sore losers. Excuse me? Sore losers? After Gremlin just tossed a damn marker and it flew so high it just hit me in the face now. It's just now getting to the ground. It's been in the atmosphere all this time and it just now hit me. It's right here. I'm going to see if I can't get that picture. Let me see if I can get it. Y'all be having audacity, boy. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can get that gif of the coach throwing the marker. Baby, y'all be doing a lot, honey. Doing a lot. I understand that you know, I can understand. I clip it all the time. I clip drama that I felt, you know, if I had like a drama filled conversation, I clip it too on my page so that people can watch it. If it's like a longer show, I do it too. But dang, why y'all why y'all targeting us for bad sportsmanship? There was a lot of stuff that went on that could be talked about. Like, come on now, stop it. You got too much dip on your chip. I mean, it's one thing to be like, I mean, come on now. Don't do that. Don't. Come on. Y'all got to stop. At some point, you got to stop. You're never beating these allegations, right? See, folks be making, when we say that everybody is Jackson State versus everybody, you know, when we say these types of things, like, y'all make it true. Because of some of the commentary and the reactions that you have. Oh, Lord have mercy. Like I said, they over here raining. It's over here raining. Over there because you couldn't ask them a question. Over here doing all that extra. Don't make no sense. Over here doing extra. Read all about it. Like, what in the world is happening? Goodness Not muted. My thing died. Let me see. Can you hear me now? All right. Back. I'm back. It was dead. But you know, you gotta be fair in everything. This is the thing. If you're gonna be fair, then be fair, right? Because we ain't forget what Coach Mickey Joseph said. That could actually turn into a running joke about the refs. And saying that I got the money to pay the fine. They wrote about it. It's some bullshit calls. And you know what? That's what I wanted to say the other night when we lost to Alabama State. I think it's some bullshit calls. They can take it how they want. They can fine me, whatever. It's some bullshit calls. It's consistent. I'll stop right there because I know they're going to shoot me a fine, but I've got the money to pay for it. Y'all didn't make no big deal about that. Or maybe people just didn't. Maybe people just didn't, watch it or care. Maybe they didn't care about it. Maybe that's why it didn't make headway like it should have, is because people didn't care. That's very unprofessional, and something needs to be done about it. Y'all want me to play it? Here, let me play it for y'all. I want to play the lady throwing. Like, let's just be fair.
Understand completely, Coach. Appreciate all that you did to join us. Coach, as always, thank you for taking some time out of your schedule. Coach, if you could just start us out with an opening statement, recapping your team's most recent outing at Texas Southern.
Well, another tough, close road loss. Close is not enough. We got to do better. I got to do better with them. We got to cut back on the penalties. I just got to see what's going on, and, with these penalties, because, when I look at the film, it's just not making sense to me. It feels like they're making business decisions with their feelings. So I got to figure that out, how to get past that. And as a grown man, I don't know how to get decisions with their feelings, because it puts us in a bad situation. But I got to be a better head coach. But you take your hat off to Texas Southern, the boys that did a great job. They competed, and it's what SWAC football is supposed to be, with between the lines.
Appreciate those opening comments, Coach. First question goes to Doc Holliday.
Coach Joseph, how you doing today?
Doc, how you doing?
Coach ain't never gonna give me an interview.
What's the status on Miles Crowley? We saw him go out of the game early in the game.
Yeah, he's on his way to Shreveport right now to get get somebody else to look at him. But I think that he's going to probably be out maybe 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. And what was the things that you want to try to do as far as offensive wise with either Deljay or Ashton as your quarterback moving forward?
Well, I think the game plan changes a little bit. I think right now they're more of a quarterback run option, but we still got to make sure we protect them in the drop back game. But I think just getting them to carry the ball a little bit, it's going to help them, get into the style that they play and that we're not used to playing. But I think we'll run the quarterback a little bit more. Also, hand the ball off to the backs more, and just probably take some shots.
right,
Coach ain't
appreciate you,
never gonna
Coach.
give me an interview, honey.
Next question goes to James Hill.
Hey, Coach, I hope you and everybody at Grambling State University are well. Getting into November, the first stop at Daytona, Bethune-Cookman. Talk about that game, going in there and looking to earn another victory.
Well, it's going to be tough. You watch them. They played Jackson pretty tough last week. I think Jackson turned it on in the second half. But they're going to be tough. Like I told the kids, when you play these teams on the road and they play at home, they're no different than you. They're going to play tough at home, because now they don't have to change their routine when they're at home. They're at home in the routine. You're in their backyard. So it's going to be a tough game. But we got to get in there and try to establish the run game, stop the run, and we got to cut down on the penalties.
Thank you, sir. Have a blessed week.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Perry Daniels.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Perry. How you doing?
I'm well, sir. How are you?
Where's the bullshit call?
I'm trying to keep my composure, but I'm better.
There you go.
Coach, I want you to unwrap that statement you made earlier, making business decisions with their feelings. Help us comprehend that.
I think it's some bullshit calls.
From the referee's standpoint.
Exactly. So they can take it the way they want to take it. They can fire me. They can do what they want. It's some bullshit calls.
And this seems to be consistent against Grambling, or was it just in this game?
Consistently. But that I'll stop right there with that. I know they're going to shoot me a fine. Got the money to pay it. So, Perry.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
I'm never gonna get an interview with Coach Joseph. Ooh, Ohio. They said they finna go Ohio stomp a foot, put their foot up Gremlin's ass in Ohio. Lord have mercy. They better come with something. These ADs ain't playing around. They moving and grooving, honey. So anyway, my point is, and I will be clipping that specific piece that says it's some bullshit calls. I will be clipping that as a meme because the same thing could be said about Jackson State at Grambling. The same could be said about any team, right? It's some bullshit calls. They got too much dip on their chip. I mean, damn, congratulations. Yeah, we said congratulations. Dang. Y'all bring that money back home. Try to do another one. Do another one. Do an upset. Upset Auburn. Let them know, Coach. Bullshit call include the MEAC, that dry ass raisin referee Bernard from Celebration bullshit officiating another damn cat. Lord have mercy. See, that's what's wrong with me now. Just so yeah, that's that's gonna be one of those things that I will be utilizing. That's gonna be what I'm gonna use. Take it how you want to take it. Oh, I'm gonna be using that, boy. See, you can't take me nowhere. You know I'm gonna cut up. You know I'm gonna cut up. I do it all the time. What did you think about what happened when they called that interference call on Mansell and Grant?
I think it's some bullshit calls.
What do you think about all those fouls that were called Jackson State.
Let's comprehend that.
I think it's some bullshit calls.
All right. What did you think when AJ Petty intercepted the ball to take it back for a pick six and they called back that touchdown?
I think it's some bullshit calls.
What did you think when they called back that touchdown by Travis when he ran it, when he did a what was that? Kick return?
In that.
I think it's some bullshit calls.
Baby, we can get petty all day long. So we got that, and we got, you got folks throwing markers all over the damn place. We could play, right? We could play about sportsmanship. We could play about sportsmanship if you like. Okay? And you know what was funny to me? What was funny to me, which Rough in the SWAC is, it's an unserious group. It is. It's funny, folks just will say any and everything in there. But it was funny to me when folks from Prairie View and Southern entered into the chat. There was a fight that popped off for Prairie View, at Prairie View, the Jackson State game, Jackson State versus Prairie View. There was a fight that popped off. And to see these people like have all these think pieces, I'm like, I know who I think it is. Like, I know that this is not Prairie View and Southern, who has multiple fights on the internet with hundreds of thousands of views. I know y'all not over here trying to be talking about Jackson State always fighting. What? Come on now. Come on. Look. I'm going to share it. I mean, you can't really see who it was. I don't know who's doing what with where. I don't know what happened. I don't know if y'all was trying to show somebody up. You were taunting. But Prairie View need to pipe down like Southern and them didn't get into a big ass brawl. And it's public.
This one hit. That one will find green grass over the outstretched glove. Heading forward is Williams.
It was a highly contested game. I want to say that Prairie View ended up winning 7-6.
Working towards home and walking it off. Jordan Williams scores on the single from Trenton Bush. Bush puts it over the glove of Anthony Brown and walks it off for the Prairie View A&M.
Where is the brawl out?
A brawl starts now in the middle of the field between the two teams.
They call a brawl in the NHL.
On the field, you will be.
It was not a brawl. They are so ridiculous. Where's the brawl at? Oh, dang.
Will be banned. If you are a fan or a parent, on the field, you will be banned.
Always trying to fight somebody. I don't know. When did he swing the bat into the stands? I didn't see it. I'm legally blind. I could see barely. I could see, but barely. I don't know who, I didn't see a bat being flung into the stands. I ain't see it. But I will say this. Like we not doing that. Please don't, because Southern and Prairie View, they was fighting. So why are y'all acting all high and mighty? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We can talk about it. Matter of fact, y'all just had something going down at Morgan State. Like, let's not. Don't do that. Don't make it Jackson State's always trying to fight, or Jackson State this, Jackson State that. Because I could have sworn that this was Prairie View and Southern. You know, the emotions are high. These are young men that need to learn how to reel in their emotions. Are we acting like we beat the ass over here?
Hey, y'all chill. Y'all chill. Hey. Hey, y'all chill. Hey, y'all chill.
I'm gonna put it like this. I done see more fights with probably Prairie View in it than I have Jackson State. So please stop it. All right. Are all hearts and minds clear? I think I let me look at this poll to see what the standings are. All right. Y'all didn't really participate like I think you should have, but let's see who the winner is. The winner is, okay. They think that FAMU or the Alabama State women's team will have a coaching change. We'll fight. We didn't fight. What is Southern versus Jackson State fight? Which one was that? I don't remember that one. Y'all remember? See, this is the thing. Folks just be messing with us. Like, I was at the Alabama State versus Jackson State game at the Gump. They started it with our players. They were like, just, playing rough, spitting, antagonizing, just, and once they realized that they was going to lose, they was trying to fight us bad. Alabama State was trying to fight us. Mind you, I want to say that Alabama State played Grambling, or they played somebody the week prior, and they had an actual fight there, and nobody was even suspended. That's why I'd be like, y'all be so unserious. Because I want to say Alabama State got into a fight with Grambling the week prior, or whatever game that they had. None of them players were suspended. And then they came back and played Jackson State, and they fought again. The football game when Jackson State tried to plant their flag on Southern's field. I don't remember that fight. Oh, that was when Shador was here. So, you guys, we're going to get up off of here. But I'm so excited for the coming week and a half. There's so many HBCU games that will be taking place. Let me shout out Norfolk. I don't think they play until next week. I think they play. And don't they play? Oh no, they play Friday. The Norfolk State Spartans men team play number 1 Florida Gators on Saturday. So Norfolk plays Friday. Let me see when women's play. So women's play Saturday. So women's play Saturday at 4 p.m. They're going to play the Maryland Terrapins. I think that's how you say that. I don't know how you say it. I think it's Terrapins. But anyway, so yeah, Norfolk State will be playing Saturday at 4. And then the men's team will be playing Friday. They'll be playing the Gators for the Gators, the first round. So exciting, exciting, exciting. He said the women play Saturday. I don't care about the men. Yeah. So, and all the others. I'm not going to lock myself into coming back on Thursday. I just, Braxton, sometimes he will go to sleep right away. Sometimes he won't. He got to get his Bible verse and his spelling words for Friday's test. So I'm just not going to lock myself into Thursday. But I can tell you that I will be back for, if all says the same, Saturday for an edition of SWAC Saturday. If train breakfast, yeah, because we got back from Atlanta. That boy didn't go to bed. He wasn't tired because he slept in the car. He didn't go to bed till like 11. Then last night he can go to bed till like 9. Like, get in bed. Yes, this is pollen, by the way. It's pollen. I represented pollen, No. Miss Shanetta said, that ain't it, sis. That ain't it. So I will see you guys on Saturday. So excited. Oh, if that particular coach, the head coaches that I was telling you about, if that news breaks between now and Friday and it's during a decent time, I'm going to go live. I am. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'll go live. So when that announcement is made so that I can act goofy and ignorant and cackle like a whole bunch of other folks that been cutting up, I'm going to do my big one like they be doing. I'm going to be playing my little memes. So y'all make sure that you keep your head on the swivel. If you hear something about a head coach, you could just peek in to see. Because 9 times out of 10,
He made it big time, Willie. He gone, Willie.
9 times out of 10, I'm gonna come live like with it. As soon as they do the breaking news, this particular coach is headed to X, Y, and Z. And if it's the football scoop, or if it's Blue that releases it, this gonna be me.
How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to tell this business. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused out here today. God ain't pleased like this. You can't do the Saints like this. Boy, I don't even know if I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. Please. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that. So if you, as soon as you see it, just go ahead and just peek in.
I got something to say.
I'm
gonna have something to say.
Y'all be blessed. Have a good night and a blessed rest of your week.
Yeah, man, hey, write a check your ass in cash, man. That's all I can say.
I've had some days and some sleepless nights, but when I
my bad days. I won't complain. The clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why should this day? But He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. But He is so good to me. He's been good to me. More than this world I could ever be. He's been so good. But He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I just say,